That was me, Pops. I hit it right away. Alright, so we're back. I baked those Boogie Woogies. We're gonna get right back to it. So, here we are. Finished off the Jolly Green Apple Faygo. So delicious. We're back! So I know I talked about it before. These are the two Boogie Woogies that arrived broken. They got broken in the mail. So I'm not cutting them to add the Boogie Woogie face under the bed because they're already kind of not structurally sound. I'm also not doing my typical clear coat on them. I'm doing Mod Podge instead because that'll do a better job of filling in the cracks and some of the missing pieces, like they're little bitty bits that are missing. So hopefully it'll hold it all together a little bit better. And I'll be selling these discounted because of this whole situation. And I know right now it probably looks like garbage. What's up, JR? Probably looks like garbage, this Mod Podge. It goes on white. It looks like Elmer's glue. It dries perfectly clear. So trust me when I say it's going to look fine. Fine and dandy when it's all dry. But yeah, there's just, like in the corner here, he was missing some pieces. Yes, sir. Facts. So yeah, that Mod Podge is filling in those gaps real nice. It'll just make it a lot more solid, a lot more tight. So we'll let that Mod Podge dry. We'll probably come back and do another coat over everything. Just cause I want them to be solid. Set those aside. Now, onto the real show. Cleaning my brushes. That's the real show. Yeah, the real show is going to be painting the faces coming from underneath the beds of these 5 little Boogie Woogies. I guess I should have started the stream with this. And we're back. After a dinner break and opportunity to sip on and enjoy the remainder of that Faygo Jolly Green Apple, because daggum, that stuff is good. It's now a permanent installation on the set. I don't know if you can see it right there. Right next to Dreamin' and a Rock and Rye. That's where it's going to sit. Maybe one of these days I'll fill it in with a green liquid just to make it look like what it originally looked like, you know, for funsies. Maybe. I don't know. Or I'll just leave it empty and I'll have fond memories of the delicious flavor of Jolly Green Apple. Alright, let's get out some white paint. White paint, paint some eyeballs. And a brush. Why is this guy eating his paintbrush? Because you want the bristles to be a little damp. Hello there.
Woo woo!
Maybe that's another button I need. Yeah. Again, watch stream number 1, where I only have one camera, and you never actually saw the background. Trust me, there was no background. And I don't know where in the evolution of this this stream I started showing a background, or rather when I added a second camera, really. I mean, it can be fun. It can be real fun. It's not like it's oil paints. Yeah, could only see my hands. My beautiful, beautiful hands. It does make a difference having a face cam, even though it's so small right there. You know, it's still just that little bit of human interaction. I think it does better. Helps people connect better. So they can actually see just how handsome and strapping Shovel is. Right, like a real show. It's I like that, Ronnie. Put that on a t-shirt. Pops, you're saying I'm not handsome? Come on now. Come on. I'm definitely the best looking man in this house, currently. I'll tell you that. I mean, we don't have to make out or anything, Pops. Frankly, I'm not into that either. Speaking of handsome, huh? How about this guy?
Yeah!
That button was one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life. Yep. Dude, I had to deep dive on Discord to get that picture too. I mean, the Maya button is still good. When I'm actually getting 2 new studio lights tomorrow, to match the other 2 new lights I got, because they take up a lot less space and I can control them through the Stream Deck. Once I get those, I really do think I'm gonna see if I can try to make a flashing lights version of the metal button. And then I'll just ask if Adam is in the stream before I press it, you know, for safety. Because if he's not, you know, I think it would be a lot of fun to have flashy lights. Shovel, why are you painting white on top of white? Well, let me tell you. This clay isn't exactly white. Yeah, I think so too. Just be dynamic. As things continue to develop, JR, maybe I'll add some colored lighting that I can affect or can control with the Stream Deck as well, because that would be even cooler. This one's got small eyes, big nose. Yeah. Shoot, After Dark is basically at the end of my current streams now. Good old daylight savings time. Gotta say, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's see. I need to clean up some... Hey, Thoris!
Woo woo!
Welcome in. This is a surprise stream. I know, daylight savings is the dumbest thing. They need to just terminate the practice. It's not necessary. And I believe the statistic that I read once is the day after daylight savings is one of the highest traffic accident days of the year, where traffic accidents increase by 30%. I mean, that's financially, that's a pretty big, significant increase in traffic accidents. So that alone would make me think, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do this anymore. But, you know, I think practically, the government isn't really known for doing that. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, Pops. And Thoris, you honor me by being here. I enjoy when people that aren't necessarily into Juggalo stuff enjoy hanging out with this stream enough to keep hanging out with it. I mean, the fallback is nice for the night of, or morning of, but it's still, it upsets your internal body clock, for one. And I hate leaving for work in the dark and coming home from work in the dark. If one trip one way or the other, if I could have some light in my life, that would be nice, you know. I do like light. You're wondering why I'm mixing up some light blue here. I did get a little carried away with the Dremel. And I did scar this little fella's blanket a little bit. So we're going to try to patch it up a little bit. Just shove some blue in there, you know. You know how it go. Oh yeah, that's better. Just to make it not glaring white. Just blend her in. Hey, studio. What's up? Wait, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Yeah. Dremel is a wild beast. Prone to wander and destroy. Alright, that brush is clean. We'll put it away right there. Clean up these guys. Alright, that's my number 2. He goes there. Oh, dang, studio. You got it, man. I mean, I'm not going to do it in stream, but I got you. There you go. That's family for you. Online family. All right. Juggalos are full of surprises, studio. Not all of them are involving, you know, sticking things in orifices. Or pulling them out of orifices. Hey, Mr. Reefer. Welcome back. This is not typical, streaming twice in one day, but just need to get things done. So the bake time depends on the thickness of the clay. For every 1/4 inch of thickness, you bake 15 minutes at 275. So with these, they're kind of, you know, it's not like totally flat. So I kind of guesstimate and I bake for 20 minutes. And it seems to do the trick because, you know, they're rock hard now. And
that's what she said.
So yeah, I really do like this polymer clay. It's really easy to work with. Like, I'm not really much of a sculptor. Yeah, it is not typical. But yeah, the clay, once I figured out how to work with it, I'm really friendly, or really a fan of it. That's funny. I mean, it works. Kind of fits. What am I doing? I am getting to get out the flesh tone. And we're gonna get we'll go leather brown and a light yellow. Yeah. Start there. Do the marigold. Okay, let's get another tray out. I do too, JR. I was talking to Strange about that today, that it really feels like all of a sudden YouTube has figured out what this is, which is good because I still don't really know. Still just faking it. You know how I do. Mikey! What's up, Pondfish? Alright. Paint some noses real quick. Base. Oh, no. There. Yeah. Not only am I glad that YouTube is recommending my streams, I'm glad that that little picture in the right-hand corner, or edge, I guess, not corner, is intriguing enough to make people go, huh, wonder what that's about. Hey, what's up, Spirit? That's a good time every time, Spirit. I did mine. I did my thumbs up, Ronnie. I know Pops did too. Pops was mad because I beat him to the thumbs up. Oh, Spirit. Red light. Reefer, you mean with Juggalos, or what do you mean? This one's got a huge nose. Huge. Hey, man. Look at that nose. That sucker's huge. Oh, really? Well, perfect. Yeah, I always want to do the live chat. I think it's weird that it doesn't default to that while you're live. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Tesla put out a phone? I didn't know they did that. I know they have the Starlink, the internet, like satellite thing, like dedicated internet, whatever. Yeah, it happens to me pretty often. The Tesla phone? Why is this the first I'm hearing about Tesla having a phone? I had no idea. I'm intrigued. Definitely intrigued. Especially if it's using the, like, Starlink technology. Then basically you would never not have a signal. It'd be amazing. Okay, so we got noses painted. We got, oh yeah, let's check on, let's do another coat of Mod Podge on these two. And we'll go back to paint eyeballs. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't usually use Mod Podge on figurines, Mikey. These two are a little different. They were broken by the person that shipped them to me when I bought them off eBay. They got broken in transit, so they're damaged goods. I repaired them, obviously, but you know, porcelain, once it's been broken, it's definitely weakened. And Mod Podge just kind of does a good job of filling in some voids, small voids like cracks and things. And so I feel more comfortable selling these with a good coat of Mod Podge on them. Just to kind of shore things up. Not what I typically do, but people want these so bad that, you know, doing the best I can with what I've got. Usually for the protective clear coat, I use, you know, spray. Depending on what the kind of piece is. Typically with the Precious Moments pieces, I use a, it's called dead flat, because flat just isn't flat enough. It's got a little sheen to it. Precious Moments have like 0. So I use dead flat, and it's got like UV protection built into it. Yada, yada, yada. So best product in my mind for doing a protective coating of a Precious Moment. Typical Precious Moment. Also, these aren't technically Precious Moments, but you know, whatever. Yeah. I just didn't want to chuck these, throw them away. Yeah. Yeah, Precious Moments are definitely flat. Thoris, I like the idea. So yeah, that would be fun. Ronnie, what did I create before these? That's a good question. Kind of depends. I don't want to sound like a dork here or anything, but I'm kind of like Taylor Swift in that I go through eras. So I have had different periods of my life where I have been focused on different creative outlets. So right now, this is my creative outlet. Previously, it's been live music was a part of my life for a long time. Radio was part of my life. Video production was part of my life for a while. Making my own children was a huge creative process for me for a few years. Also working with like teenagers. That may sound kind of ethereal, but there's a creative process to that too, because it requires a lot of work, and there generally is a good outcome. So it's, yeah, I don't listen to Taylor Swift. It's just the eras thing. My middle daughter loves Taylor Swift. Uh-oh, Doc. What have you got, Doc? Oh, Pondfish is a Taylor Swift fan. Honestly, the only reason I know anything about her, which is limited, because I'm a big fan of Travis Kelce, because I'm a big fan of the Kansas City Chiefs. I've done that quite a few times, especially at work. I'm sure I probably have had or have heard a Taylor Swift song, but I'm just so unfamiliar with them, I don't know if I'm listening to her or somebody else. You know what I mean? But I know she's probably hard to avoid in out and about in the world because she's such a huge force in the music industry currently. But yeah, I wouldn't know the difference between her and any other chick singer. Yeah, exactly, Ronnie. I mean, she and Travis have been spotted around Kansas City, you know, now and again. That's kind of the beauty of being in, you know, a place like Indy or Kansas City is, you know, it's not TMZ land. So if somebody does recognize you, Midwestern people are pretty, I don't know, respectful. Yeah, I'll look into that, Thoris, because I do. If I could make these play Boogie Woogie Woo, which is what has inspired them, the Insane Clown Posse song, that would be pretty dope. Right. See, that's definitely where the East Coast and the Midwest differ. I mean, I will say in the Midwest, we absolutely want our privacy and we don't want to be impeded from whatever we're doing. But we're pretty cordial people in general. Ah, you're pretty good yourself there, Thoris. I really do. I like when different ideas and perspectives come in thanks to the live chat. Okay, extra sloppy, but it's on there, and it will look fine once it dries, I promise. Language do bridges speak? I don't know. Ugh. All right. Ouch. That's painful, Doc. that hurt me. Yeah, that definitely hurt. Pops put you in a timeout. Doc, I'm definitely going to be making a Doc button. And there are plenty of excellent pictures to choose from on Discord. As I was looking through trying to find something for, for this beautiful button, might as well.
Yeah.
Look at that face.
Yeah.
While I was looking for the perfect picture for that, I definitely saw quite a few Doc options. Quite a few. I know you well enough, Doc, that I know anything you've posted on that. Well, I shouldn't say anything. Most of the things you've posted on that Discord, I don't think you would mind out. But if you do, let me know, because I won't. Yeah, there is that one topless one of you where I swore that tattoo was a nipple, and I thought, how in the world does that get up there? Perfect, JR. Perfect. Did I just Mod Podge a hair into the... You know what? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's your hair? Dang it, JR. Oh, is it? That's what that tattoo is? I kind of wondered. But, I didn't... I don't know. Right, yeah. Yeah, it's like Jurassic Park. My hair in amber. That was probably... If that's one of my hairs, it's a nose hair for sure. With that one. Spirit, I think we talked about that, didn't we? Your Vietnam plan? Because I think we talked about my Germany plan, if I remember right. Okay. Let's paint us some eyeballs. Well, you know what? I didn't grab red. Red. Yeah. Thank you, Thoris. I mean, I honestly think that if people just kind of did give it a click, they might enjoy it. It's just getting that initial click. That's the trick. That's the hard part. What is it? That's a Big Lebowski quote. Pondfish. Oh, my brother. I tell you what. Mm. Big Lebowski. Well, it doesn't directly pertain to Vietnam.
That's what she said.
Oh, Spirit, both statements are very true. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. I'm not the only one seeing that, right? Oh. Gee whiz. Yeah, Doc. Yeah. Oh, my word. I know that was unintentional, but that is probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen in the chat. Moving on. I am the walrus. Right? Market Zero. We have had a conversation about how that is my favorite movie, right? Actually, my wife is part of the inspiration behind all this. I'm pretty sure she was the first one to show me a nativity scene that somebody had painted with Juggalo faces. It can be rough. The first time I saw it, I didn't like it. The second time I saw it, it was in a room full of people that had seen it before. And so I heard them laughing at the appropriate times, and it clicked. Initially, it wasn't working for me. And I think that happens with some people with that movie. Because on the surface, it can be very just stupid as a movie, because it's very kind of disjointed. I will, Thoris. Yeah, Doc, I have a copy of that photo. Yeah, I could see that too, JR. And I was 18 when it came out. So the first time I saw it, I was 18. And yeah, like I said, I didn't really mesh with it. It didn't make sense. So glad my friend insisted that I watch it again. And the second time I watched it, it was actually at a college viewing party at K-State, Kansas State. And it definitely helped, because the room was full of college be what college is. So it was an interesting collection of stoners, but also jocks, because that movie weirdly connects with, once it does connect, it connects with very diverse people. Walter connects with, the more caveman type of person. I love that Maud Lebowski's accent is a totally made-up accent. Oh, dude. I watched Porky's when I was entirely too young. But really, I watched a lot of movies when I was entirely too young. My parents used to take us to the drive-in theater. You're right. My parents would take us to the drive-in theater, and it was, always a double feature. And the first movie would be, for the kids, second movie for the adults. And the thinking was we would fall asleep between the two. But my brother and I would lay in the back of the station wagon, pretending to be asleep, waiting for the second feature to start. Then we would pop our heads up and we would watch First Blood. Even Indiana Jones as a little kid was pretty heavy stuff. But yeah, Doc, I definitely, that was a thing growing up. Dude, Maximum Overdrive. All the Stephen King movies. So crazy. Yeah, Prophet Child. Yeah, Maximum Overdrive, man. The story behind that, the making of that movie is crazy. The amount of cocaine that went into that movie is crazy. The fact that Stephen King directed that movie is crazy. Oh, excuse me. Just burping that jolly green apple. I'm all right with it. I was too. I never really enjoyed too much Stephen King though. The movies or TV movie adaptations, they always, beyond like Pet Sematary, obviously Stand By Me. They just weren't great. Did not watch Trucks. Yeah, did not watch Trucks. Yeah, his books were always way better, Spirit. Yeah, Cujo was okay, but if you go watch it now, it didn't hold up very well. Pet Sematary is still pretty good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Green Mile is another great example. And Shawshank, yeah. Yeah, I wish people would realize that Stephen King is so much more, is capable of so much more than horror. Oh, sorry, Thoris. Well, ironically, Thoris, we did lose one of our pups, and his name was Thor, actually. He was a wiener dog. He was actually our first kid, my wife and I, when we were first married. That's a good way to remember him, Spirit. That is, yeah. Yeah, he was Thor. The reason why is when we adopted him, he was owned by an old man that ended up going to a home, and his girlfriend had named the male wiener dog Pumpkin. Not Pumpkin, which still would not be good, but Pumpkin. A very cutesy name for a male dog. So when I first met Thor, I thought, you deserve a much more masculine, tough name. In spite of your stature, you are a king amongst men. A god even. So I named him Thor, and that was long before Marvel had gotten popular. When people still didn't really know the name of Thor. Now there's Thors all over the place. But my Thor was the realest. He was a hell of a dog. Oscar, that's a great name. Yeah, So I grew up with a great aunt and uncle that had wiener dogs, and their dogs had a lot of health issues. And so they were very gross in all my memories. So I never actually wanted a wiener dog, but my personal mascot as a teenager was the wiener dog. So I actually have wiener dogs tattooed on me. I have 2 of them. And I branded one on my arm, but it's faded. And I used to wear a necklace with a wiener dog. So yeah, people have always associated wiener dogs with me. But Thor is the one and only wiener dog I'll ever own. I'll never own another one. Way to control yourself, Doc. Okay, let's paint eyeballs. Irises, rather. Be more specific. Thanks, Thoris. Honestly, I think, and this is no knock to anybody that hasn't lost a dog, but I don't think you can be a good, complete human or have a good understanding of humanity without being a dog owner, or at least closely affiliated with dogs at some point in your life. You know what I mean? I know not everybody can have dogs. You know, there's allergies and whatnot. But yeah, I don't think we can be complete humans without having dogs in our lives. Yeah, see, Doc, I am a cat owner, but I'm not as much as a cat guy. We're actually going through hell with one of our cats right now. She was supposed to be fixed when we got her. And she's currently in heat. And she is so loud. Doc, I have had a cat adopt me, so suck it, bro. Don't you? I've told the story of Trouble before, haven't I? The Legend of Trouble? Have I not told that story? Huh. Oh, okay, well, buckle up for a good story, everyone. So, during COVID, I worked and still work for the health department. And during COVID, my job was getting vaccines out into the community. And so I had my own vehicle, a government vehicle, because I was out and about doing a lot of events. And one of our sites was an old abandoned Best Buy. And I was in the Best Buy by myself one evening. And I could just hear this, like, what I thought was a bird just cawing, just never ending, just this squawking, just obnoxious noise coming from the loading dock area. And I thought, oh, jeez, bird got stuck in here somehow. Let me go figure this out. Because obviously, we can't be vaccinating people with some bird flapping around all over the place. So I walk back. I'm inside the building. I walk to the dock, loading dock, that is, not army dock. And I can hear the noise, and it's very, very loud, and it's very, very close. But it's the kind of noise where it's like reverberating, so it's really hard to trace. And so I had to walk around quite a bit around the dock. And I finally narrowed it down to, you know, the difference between a loading dock door, the big garage doors, and a man door. A man door is what humans walk through. And I could hear that the man door at the loading dock is where the sound was coming from. But again, the sound was just so loud and piercing that it was hard to determine if it was inside or outside. So I was just picking things up, moving things around, going around and around and around. I could not figure it out. So finally I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let me walk back up to the front of the building. I'll get in my, it was actually a fire department vehicle. And I'm just going to call it a day, but before I do, I'll drive around back to the loading dock, have a quick look around, and then I'll head home, because it's been a long day. So I drive around to the back of the building, pop open the door to the fire department SUV I'm in, leave the door open because I'm kind of in a hurry. I just want to get home. I walk up the ramp up to the man door, and I'm hearing the noise, and I'm starting to realize this is not a bird. I've been around cats, I've been around kittens, I've been around all of it. This is a kitten in distress. She is obviously missing her mother, and she is putting out the call big time. And so as I walk up the ramp and get closer to the door, I'm starting to see that there's this little lump wedged deep into the corner of the door, the man door. So wedged between the door and the there was like a concrete abutment, so trucks wouldn't run up into the man door. Get up to it, realize it is in fact a tiny kitten that probably isn't even weaned because it's so small. And obviously my heart goes out to it, so I pick it up, try to soothe it, start walking towards my my government vehicle, and this thing just clamps down on my finger and bites me. And my instinct was to flap my hand and get the foul beast off of my finger. And it did. She released, and then she took off running down the ramp, and I'm concentrating on my finger that is now bleeding profusely and thinking, well, great. What a great way to end this day. Now I'm bleeding. There's a freaking kitten around here somewhere. And but the kitten's gone. I don't know where it went. I was looking down at my hand. So I go climb into the SUV. Door was open, mind you. And start driving. And then I hear it. It's the kitten meowing inside the dashboard. Just going nuts. Just meow, meow, meow. And I'm thinking, oh, crap. This isn't mine. This isn't my vehicle. I'm not even supposed to take it home. I need to go back to our headquarters, and I need to swap out vehicles. But I'm like, I can't park this thing with a wild feral cat in it that has already bit me and drawn blood. I can't, that's a trap. I can't lay that trap for somebody. So I go ahead and take the vehicle to my house. I park it. I start taking the dashboard apart, trying to get to this dang kitten. And I can see it, but every time I get closer, that little bitty cat just keeps crawling deeper and deeper into the dashboard. And there is no way I can get to it without damaging this government vehicle. I'm like, okay, what can I do? And I had a can of soft cat food, because we did already own a cat. And I had a Quick Trip cup with a long red straw. So I was running that around in the soft cat food, getting a little bit on the tip of the straw, sticking it back up into the dashboard, snaking it around, trying to get it up to the kitten. And the kitten would, start munching on it, and I would start pulling the straw down, trying to draw the kitten out. And it would come about halfway down, and then go right back up. Did it again. Same result. I'm like, okay, well, that's not going to work. How about I'll just go to bed at this point. Now it's really late. I have to work early. I'll just leave the rest of this can of food on the floorboard, and I'll just hope that in the morning this little kitten has come down out of the dashboard and decided to be nice to me, because I've been so nice to it. Next morning, I come out all ready for work, get into the SUV. The can is empty, completely empty. Little bowl of milk, empty. Everything is gone, and the kitten is nowhere to be seen. So I flopped the glove box open in the dashboard. Look, there she is. She's right in there. I'm like, what the heck? I have to work today in this vehicle. I have places I have to be. Like, government jobs I need to do. And I have a kitten in the dash. So I drove back to Best Buy, where I was kind of stationed out of at the time. Abandoned Best Buy, I should say. It wasn't a functioning Best Buy. And I tell one of my coworkers the whole story, and he's like, you know, we're trying to like troubleshoot how to get this thing out of there because, you know, got to get it out. So he's like, well, have you tried playing a video of a mother cat calling to her kittens? And I was like, huh. So I went to YouTube and literally typed that in, mother cat calling her kittens. Videos. So I played one, and no kidding, that kitten came right down looking for her mother and came to me. I was smart this time. I had some work shirts that I bundled around this little mass of death and destruction and picked it up, took it into the abandoned Best Buy, let it go in this little office in the Best Buy. And so, after I did my business for the day, I came back to that Best Buy office. This little kitten was still in the office, obviously, and still very pissed off, just running, just nonstop running, just would not settle. So I came in, I had stopped off and got more food for her. More age-appropriate food, because again, like I said, this kitten was tiny. Like, if it was weaned, it was barely weaned. So I got a bundle of t-shirts again, picked her up, and I just held her against my chest and waited for her to relax. Maybe a month. Yeah, very young. Very, very young. I have pictures of her when I was first holding her, and she is just staring death back at me, just so pissed off, so angry that I'm touching her. I have no right to be touching her, obviously. And I just held her until I could feel her let go. And so she finally did, after quite a while. And so then I started to relax my grip a little bit, you know. And as she would relax, I would relax. I've trained cats. I should say that. I did 4-H as a kid, and I actually did show cats as a kid. So I don't like cats, but I know a lot about cats. So yeah. Once she finally totally relaxed, I gave her some more food, took some more pictures. Basically, everybody at work at that point was so invested in the story, including the entire fire department, that they were constantly asking for updates. And so I left work early that day and took that little kitten home. And on the way home, I was thinking, this cat needs a name. And there is only one name for this cat and all the trouble it's caused me. That name is Trouble. We took her home. My wife and kids immediately fell in love with her, but I insisted on spending as much time as I could with her before letting the rest of my family be around her, just, safety. So spent a lot of time, just the two of us, door closed in a spare bedroom, just getting her to be comfortable with a human, a hairless beast of a creature holding her. And eventually she came around. And she was such a special cat. Very special. But sadly, we lost Trouble. She passed on as well. It was a short life, and it absolutely crushed us when she passed. We did not crush her. It was a slip. We think what happened was one night we think she ate some thread, because, my wife sews and knits and things like that. And that's very, very bad for cats. And so her guts basically got bound up. And it wasn't really, surgery couldn't do anything because it was that bad. So she didn't stick around long after that. But for the year and a half that we had her, we absolutely loved her. And she definitely made my life more fun. The only cat I've ever really, really enjoyed. And I miss her every day. And she 100% adopted me. So there you go. There's my sad story about a cat named Trouble. The first night that she came home with me, we watched John Wick. I've got pictures of her and I watching John Wick together. It was awesome. Doc, I've seen that movie. Yeah, no joke. I was thinking of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes. Grief. Have they called James Franco? Yeah, call James Franco. He'll know what to do. Ugh. That paint tastes terrible. Oh, you have a similar story, Ronnie? Or you had a cat named Trouble? Oh, you actually had a cat named Trouble. Yeah, see, I think it's a pretty apropos name for cats, because cats do be getting into trouble. I had a dog named Kitty once too. She was a heck of a dog. Came home from school one day and she was gone. And my mom told me that my dad took her to a big ranch in Iowa or something like that. Queen of the underwear. Sounds like my dad. I always wanted dogs, and he would only allow us cats. And then one time, I did get a dog, Kitty. And then Kitty was a puppy, mind you. And Kitty chewed on the lawn furniture. My dad got mad. And then one time, Kitty chewed through the refrigerant line on the air conditioner. And my dad got real mad. So then, like I said, one day I came home from school and I didn't have Kitty anymore. That was not a fun conversation with my father. Because that's not the best way to deal with an animal that's given you trouble. You don't just make it disappear without talking to your kids. You know, pigs are actually a pretty fun animal. So don't get attached, Doc. They definitely have personality, pigs. I have. Yeah, you know, it's a little awkward, but daggum, they're delicious. Got him! Oh, that wasn't the right one.
Got him! Got him!
I think I've heard of a couple of different incidences like that, Taurus, where a quote-unquote pet goat was slaughtered for food. Yeah, we used to have urban chickens here at my home in Kansas City. But my oldest daughter was not very good at caring for them, so... But she was responsible for them at the time. So ... we no longer have chickens. Looking forward to the day when we can restart that. Still have a coop and a chicken yard in my backyard. Really just waiting for my oldest daughter to spread her wings and fly, as it were, before we start the chicken. All right. Some definition to our eyeballs. They got tomatoes in Iraq? You know, there's two kinds of people in the world. There's the people that are very used to getting their food from the grocery store, and there's the ones that actually know where their food comes from. And just get comfortable with it. Huh. That's funny. You just don't really imagine tomatoes in Iraq. But I mean, you know, it obviously makes sense. It's a biblical town. But most of them are in Iraq. That being said, yeah. Especially around the waterways. Those will be the most historic. So what I just added on there is what's called a wash. It's just like a really, really thin type of paint. And really what it's good at doing is getting into nooks and crannies and crevices and just making them stand out more by adding some contrast. And so now you can kind of see the on the nose there are pores, very large pores, as though Boogie Woogie has a bit of an alcohol problem. That's what we're doing there. All right, so that's it for the noses and the eyeballs. That'd be cool, Doc. That's the sad thing about that area of the world is how much human history is there and how disrespected it is from day to day by certain cultures. All right, time for some glow paint. He keeps saying everything belongs in a museum. This belongs in a museum. That's Dr. Jones. The role of Short Round is played by Shovel this evening. Why's it always gotta be serious? Oh yeah, hugs all around. I'm a hugger. Always have been, always will. Alright, this is bow paint for you. Aww. How do you show affection, Ronnie? And that's not like a gotcha question. It's just honest interest, because are you more of like a gift giver, Ronnie? Because that's definitely a thing. And again, there's nothing wrong with it, you know. Yeah. I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah. Well, I see you, and I appreciate the effort you take in joining the streams. That's right, Doc. I think that is one thing that people lose sight of, is that not everybody expresses love the same way, you know? And so you can be offended by the fact that somebody didn't say or do something that you expected them to do to or for you. But it's, you know, it's, you just gotta get to know each other to understand, no, this is how they're saying that they love you. And then cherish that, you know? Oh, 100%, Ronnie. Yeah. I will say, though, when JR and I finally meet face to face, he'll have to get over himself. Because I am a physical contact guy. There will be hugs. And there will be lots of slaps. I appreciate that you're willing to talk, Ronnie. And I get it, you know. Pondfish. I know you better than that, I get that, Doc. Can't hide from me. But yeah, I totally, I get that, Doc. I struggle with that too. Yeah. I may not be able to say that I'm a veteran. I never served in the armed forces. The 5 years working in jail was difficult. And so, yeah, I totally understand I am not comfortable in crowds the way I used to be. Not comfortable with loud, surprising noises the way I used to be. I'm not comfortable with hearing alarms the way I used to be. Like, I could just ignore them, and now my fight or flight kicks in. I want to fight. So, yeah, I get it, Doc. Totally get it. And again, I'm not comparing what I did to what any of y'all did serving our country. I only say it because I think I understand the headspace a little bit better. I mean, if you feel like sharing, Doc, floor's yours. Might be a little difficult typing it out, but one thing I learned about after losing my best friend to suicide is not talking about it made it way more damaging than being willing to be open. Hey, Mr. Reefer. Welcome back. Logan Henry, that's a new name in the chat. Well, Doc, maybe suspend. Maybe we'll save it for a Discord conversation. Oh, hey, Dave. Man, everybody's coming in.
Woo woo!
Is there a bat signal at 9 p.m.? Thanks, Thoris. What does relatively mean? You've been here before, just not been in the chat? Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, well. Hey, Eileen. Hello. Hello to my lurkers. Yeah, I've been live for an hour and a half at this point. Just trying to finish up these Boogie Woogies. Get them ready to sell. Lurkers are definitely welcome. I love lurkers. I'm a fairly good lurker myself. Ask JR. Thank you. What I'm adding right now is actually glow-in-the-dark paint. So, you may not necessarily see what it's doing now. But once it dries and everything, this paint definitely shines. Ask Army Doc, actually. He's got one of my glow-in-the-dark pieces. Yeah, 100%. It is a good Discord server. Can confirm. I am an active participant on that server. Hey! Adam! Dude! I was thinking about you the other day. Guys, it's the other Adam. Adam that got married. He's back. Brother! It has been so long. So nice to see you, man. I hope things are going well with your wife and your life and all the things. Man. So good to see you. Mr. Reefer, I use... so I used to do, like, D&D miniatures. So I have a bunch of, like, well, let me start over. I use acrylic paint. So I do have a lot of leftover paints from painting miniatures, like Citadel paints and Vallejo paints. Some pretty expensive paints, but I've learned over the year of painting these things, I don't need to spend so much money on those paints. That craft paint does just fine. So yeah, I use a little bit of a mix of both, but they're all acrylic paints. That's all I work with is acrylic. Including the glow-in-the-dark paint. It's acrylic paint as well. Ha! Yes, Frisbee in the dark is kind of rough. Well, that's one thing about this channel, this group that participates in the channel. We are definitely a welcoming group. Gracious hosts. I like to think that all of my moderators host just as much as I do. They do a great job of keeping everybody feeling friendly. Like family. Awesome. Good. Adam, that does my heart good to hear. Thank you, Eileen. That is the goal. The best of vibes. The Bob Ross vibes. That's true, Ronnie. You fit right in. Well, Adam, things have changed a little bit since the last time you were around. I've gotten a little popular. It's a little weird. Adam, these are actually, I made one of these that went viral, like crazy viral. So now I'm reproducing them over and over and over and over again. They're called my Boogie Woogie pieces. They look like this, starting out. Just a little guy or gal praying to end his day, getting ready for bed with his little teddy bear. But then when I'm done, they've got their little Teddy 2 Dope. Here, let me work on the focus for you. Got their little Teddy 2 Dope. They got their face paint on with their ICP bedspread. But wait, Boogie Woogie is lurking under the bed. Ooh. So yeah, these are my Boogie Woogies. And they sell as soon as I put them in the shop. Instantaneous. It's crazy. And I literally added like 15,000 followers since I posted the viral little video that made these get so crazy. And people are tripping over themselves, waiting for me to finish these. It's crazy. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, my biggest crowd is on Facebook. I've exploded on Facebook. Yeah, it's going well, Adam. It's weird. It's really weird, but it's cool. That's awesome to hear that you and your wife are doing well, man. That's way more important. Way more important. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That gets the button. You know?
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, that's JR, by the way. That's only JR's button. All right. Well, now that everyone's here and having such a good time, I'm about ready to wrap it up. Because I've done what I've wanted to achieve this evening, which is completing these 5 Boogie Woogies. Here, let me put them in frame for you. All 5 of these. They need to be clear coated. They're not quite ready to be on the market yet, but it's happening very soon. I'll clear coat them tonight after the glow-in-the-dark paint dries. So I'll probably go play some Fortnite, wait for them to dry, then I'll do some clear coat. We'll be good to go. These 2 are ready. These 2 do not get Boogie Woogie eyes because they got broken in shit. So cutting into them to add little eyeballs would probably shatter them, so we're not going to do it. One more JR button. You got it.
Yeah.
It's a good one. All right, anyway, it was nice meeting you, Eileen. Nice meeting you, Logan. Great to see Adam again. And all the rest of you that I've been chatting with this entire time. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know this was a unplanned surprise stream. Hey, Wayne's World, what's up, man?
Woo woo!
Sorry, man, I'm wrapping it up. But if you're into it, this is what I worked on this evening. Making these little Boogie Woogie Precious Juggalo pieces. There's another one. If you're into this kind of thing, or if you're just into live streams, you know, watching people paint and chatting, I'm your man. My name is Shovel. I do this every Monday through Friday, 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time every day. And you're all welcome to join me back again tomorrow. I'll be here. I don't know what I'll be working on, actually. These will be done. Will I start the next batch immediately? I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I'm off work tomorrow, so I might random stream during the day. I don't know. It's chaos. I do what I want. But ultimately, I just can't say thank you enough. Thank you for being part of the stream. I'm glad you all feel so welcome. I'm glad that you come with open hearts and you're willing to be part of this weird stuff. Because it does my heart good. So, love you all. Again, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. And just know that a guy named Shovel in Kansas City really does love and appreciate you. All right? That's all I got. Bye.